It is time for Emerald Eats, where we highlight amazing food in our area.
And today we're joined by Chris Svetkovich. Did I say it right?
You did.
Yes, I got it. Yes, with new in Capitol Hill. Chris, welcome. You've actually traveled over 80 countries. Tell us a little bit more about how that inspired your restaurant, the kind of food you make. It smells, by the way, fantastic. I wish everybody had smell-o-vision.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So the concept came from, I travel extensively, and every country that I've gone to, there's been some ubiquitous dish in that country that I can't find when I come back home. So when I came back home, it's like, well, why can't we find this? And there's different reasons why. That is, sometimes it's the ingredients hard to find. Other times it's because the people who came over, the immigrants that came over, came from one region of the country that isn't making that dish there. And so my idea was to take those dishes that I love that I can find elsewhere, but I can't find back here in Seattle.
Sounds like it was almost out of necessity.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
I can't wait to try some of your cooking. What are we making today?
So today I'm doing a Malaysian chana. It's a chana dal.
Okay.
Chana is the dried garbanzo beans that have been split. And that's going to be done with a rudi kanai, which is a Indian-style flatbread.
It smells so good.
Yeah, it definitely does. And I mean, you know, you've taken. Is this taken just from one country or one region, or have you, with this particular dish, like you've said, kind of taken things from other dishes around the world?
Oh, no. Nothing that we do is fusion. We try and stick as close to the original dish as possible from these things. But I do dishes from all, I mean, we can have this dish next to a Romanian dish, next to a Portuguese dish.
I love that.
Like it goes all over the place.
So
mix it up, absolutely. Now, you've been featured on the Travel Channel, Food Network, Cooking Channel, New York Magazine. A lot of things. That's pretty impressive. Tell us more about the way that recognition kind of means to you. And
it means that my crazy concept for a restaurant actually works. Because I mean, it's very different than other restaurants, and I wasn't sure if, when I did that, if people would say, well, you're a jack of all trades but a master of none. Like, how do you cook from all these different things? And in my opinion, cooking is kind of across the board. If you know how to cook, you can cook from any country.
Yeah,
totally. You learn the flavors, and you learn how to do it, and the techniques are the same. And it's kind of fun. Like, I'd get bored if I was cooking, like, say, French food.
Yeah,
I love French food. I absolutely love French food, but cooking that every day, I'd get absolutely bored. So.
Yeah.
All right.
So what's the first step here?
Yeah, what do we need to do here?
First thing we're going to be doing is I'm heating up some coconut oil here.
Okay.
And we're just going to, these are curry leaves. I'm going to be blooming the curry leaves.
Okay.
So we're just going to put those in the hot oil until they start sizzling a little bit.
Okay. I didn't know there was a curry leaf. I have to tell you that. Where do you find that? An international food store?
Yeah, you'll find them in a place in Chinatown. One of my favorite places for this shop is, excuse me, let me turn this
a little bit too hot.
Not exactly as touchy as gas. You know?
We're working with what we can here.
Then I'm going to be adding the onions.
Okay.
And you guys
sometimes I'll like double the amount of onions that I put in my food. I think it's so good. Makes everything taste so yummy. And
I'm going to add some star anise.
Star anise. Oh, it really does look like a star, doesn't it?
Yep. And I'm going to add some lime leaf.
Lime leaf.
And just get it all in there, right?
Yep.
Just mix it up.
Exactly. And you guys put the recipe on your website, is that correct?
Yes, we have.
This
is some palm sugar that I'm adding here.
Okay.
I'm just going to let those sizzle for a little bit. And over here, I'm going to be making the curry paste that we're going to be adding, which is going to be some coconut milk.
Okay.
Okay.
Some Kashmiri chili powder. And just some paprika. Some cumin.
I love that there's like 1,000 spices.
Yeah,
coriander.
This is fantastic.
Some fresh chopped garlic. Fresh chopped ginger. Black pepper. Now, in Malaysia, Singapore, you're going to find a lot of shrimp paste that you typically add, but we're going to adding this to our dish actually today, and we're trying to keep it vegan, so we're going to be using miso, which is going to add that same umami and that saltiness to it that you want without making it non-vegan.
And it would be shrimp paste?
Shrimp paste, yeah, that's kind of a ubiquitous ingredient that they use in, you know, or in that region.
Okay, great.
We're just going to mix that up.
So good. Where was your favorite place to travel, and what would you say, which country would you say surprised you the most with their food scene?
You know, Portugal. Portugal actually surprised me. I knew the food was going to be good there, but what surprised me is how they kind of did what I do at the restaurant. They've taken a lot, I mean, they were a colonizer, and of course, and they took over a lot of countries and whatnot, but they were one of the few countries that took a lot of the ingredients back to Portugal versus just pushing Portuguese. That's why you have like the peri-peri chicken, which is the spice that they were learning down in Central Africa. And I was really impressed with the food. It seems to be a little bit more internationally flavored. You know, so a lot of the Chinese influence that you'll find even in like the traditional Portuguese dishes and whatnot.
This is just absolutely smelling fantastic.
Gosh, it really
also, at your restaurant, you have some drinks that are inspired by other countries around the world as well. So
we do. So the drink menu, we're doing the same concept. We're using a lot of the liquors, a lot of the cordials, and a lot of the ingredients from other cocktail scene is a very American thing. I mean, it's cocktails like traditionally, like there's no like traditional Uruguayan cocktail.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot of it is like, but there are a lot of traditional alcohols coming from the different regions, you know, typically made with cane and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then there's like flavor profiles. So we're having to invent a lot of those ourselves. There are a couple of cocktails that we do have on there, like our Limau Samboy, which is a non-alcoholic cocktail. And that is, again, that's a Malaysian. You'll find that Malaysia, Indonesia, Vietnam has a version of it. So it's going to be calamansi juice.
So do you find instead of the cocktail scene that I mean, I'm assuming in a lot of countries where they're drinking, are they having just like beer or wine, or are they having
wine,
just straight alcohol?
and straight alcohol, hard liquors.
Okay.
A lot of them are anise flavored. You know?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are just like sugar cane and whatnot.
And you were featured on Food Network. Let's talk about that. What was that like?
That was fun. You know, it was a little less cooking in that because we're cooking in the kitchen during service, so it's very difficult to do that. You have cameras all over the place, and the cameras aren't like this is a studio where things are set up to accommodate that.
Yeah.
But you're actually in your own kitchen. Then you have like dishwashers running around, and you have customers in there. But no, it's kind of fun.
That's awesome.
This is looking good. And where do you want to get this to where it's ready?
So right now we're going to, this is going to be sitting here for about an hour, which I'm not going to make you do, so I have a prepared dish. So here I'm adding a red lentil, and also this is the chana dal, which is a split chickpeas, dried chickpeas. And then I'm going to add quite a bit of coconut milk to this.
Ooh.
And get that going around.
And then I have some hidden water here. I'm going to add that.
Okay.
Great.
So we have about a minute here. So this would simmer here for about an hour.
Yeah, bring that to a boil, and then.
Can we try the finished product?
Absolutely.
Oh man.
So this is going to be. So you're going to want to eat this. I'm serving this with a roti canai, which is the Indian style flatbread. You could also serve this with rice, and or even like French bread.
Oh, great.
So dip the
Or all of
roti
the
in
above,
there.
right?
Exactly. And do I just dip it in here? Is that
dip it in there,
like
or you
tear
can
it
spoon
up?
it? Yep.
Okay.
There we go.
All right, here we go.
And one for you.
Okay, I can't wait.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I'm going in it with the bread.
Oh, that's good. That is wow, that is really good.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. I
And
love a
traditionally,
curry.
it's not spicy, and I know you're not really into spice, but you can make it as hot as you want by just adding extra chili.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, this is going to be my lunch. Chris, thank you so much.
thank you guys.
This
Yeah.
is awesome. So we'll have a link with more info on New up on our website, fox13seattle.com/Studio13Live. This is so good.
Yeah, it's really good. Don't forget, if you have a restaurant or bar that you think we should feature on the show, let us know. You can head to Studio13Live at fox.com. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.